Alright. Hopefully nobody lost speed again. Broadcast didn't end, but the recording stopped. Why it's doing that tonight? Must be a Ustream problem. But we will do a hit recap at the end, and the full recording will go up because it auto records the whole time. As long as the broadcast doesn't fail on us, it'll auto record the whole way through. I always tell the story. One night, NASA was broadcasting on Ustream, and they do often, but they were broadcasting something on the Mars rover, and it was the worst night in the history of our break because the broadcast kept going out and out and out and out. It had like 85 parts to the break. Next up, Stanford again. Harrison Phillips base auto, Stanford card. No dupes, but we've duped up some teams so far. I mean, Harrison Phillips with Stanford. He should be able to sign his name, right? And it's still a little sloppy. Since nobody yelled, I'm going to assume the feed did not lose. Just my recording button for some reason. Oh, showing my age, I just saw Sean Alexander card. I actually had class with Sean Alexander at Alabama. Next up, to Middle Tennessee, Richie James. Another name we don't see too often. Middle Tennessee. They're the Raiders. I can't remember the mascot. Middle Tennessee on the board. Not a team that hits all the time. Haven't seen any redemptions yet. There are some Saquon Barkley redemptions. He does have some live autos, insert autos, but his base, but ticket autos are redemptions. Yep, I had a marketing class that sat next to Sean Alexander, and probably not surprising, but he wasn't there very often. Oh, it did? So we did lose speed for a second? Is it back now, though? See, I don't know why it does that. Because my broadcast light, or button, if you will, has not gone off. Well, let's see if we can get through this without too many problems tonight. I apologize for the late start and the technical difficulties. Worst case, okay, good. Worst case, we'll have lots of parts to upload. So far, what, 3? So a lot of times when that happens, when we completely lose everybody, the viewer count disappears. But tonight the viewer count hasn't disappeared, so it made me think maybe we weren't losing everybody. I don't know what the darn problem is. Ustream can be so finicky. But we switched from breakers.tv to Ustream because it was a whole lot. Oh, our first dupe tonight, Kaiser White, West Virginia. Okay, good, good. First dupe, so the no dupes didn't pull through all the way. So Kaiser White, this one is a base auto. Well, that's good. It has been worse in the past sometimes. So. It's my former classmate again. Next up, Tony Dorsett, 6 of 49, Pitt Panthers. One auto we have not seen yet is Calvin Ridley. I'm sure I'd like to see him. We have not pulled one, but here's our first Bama autograph of the night, or Sean Evans to Alabama, base auto. This is our fifth case, and we have yet to see Calvin Ridley. Speaking of short prints, obviously. College football fan, thanks for keeping us updated on the issue. Mr. Breeze. Next up, NC State. How about Jalen Samuels, 64 of 99 bowl ticket to the Wolf Pack. Samuels to 99 for the Wolf Pack. There's Mr. White, who focused for a second. Next up, Dallas Goddard, South Dakota State Jack Rabbits. He was drafted by the Eagles, if I remember right. Baker, touchdown maker. Oh, and that flew in the camera. Randy Moss. Next up, UCF, Mike Hughes to the Knights. Come on, Sony. Next up, Darius Fountain, Northern Iowa. Come on, where's our big names? Hitting for a lot of different teams, but we need some big boys. Of course, we have a long way to go. All right, 8 to go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Always do a hit recap at the end of our breaks. So anytime you miss one and don't want to watch the full recording, you can always skip to the end. Or at least do the low numbered stuff and the autographs, obviously. Oh, we got a plate right on top. Autograph plate, Denzel Ward, Ohio State. Now that's a nice one. Numbered 1 of 1, black printing plate autograph, Denzel Ward, Ohio State Buckeyes. Not bad there. High draft pick. One of one so far. Maybe we can hit another one. Next up, Geis and Chark. How about that? One of one. LSU Tigers. One of one. Chark and Geis. LSU. Very cool. Right. So another one of one. Out of the way. That was a good box right there. Printing plate auto and a one of one. One of one. It's hard to see right there in the contenders. Chark and Geis. LSU Tigers. Very nice. Now our next auto is Nick Shimanek. We have not seen him in 5 cases. Going to Texas Tech. Not that I remember. So I feel bad I'm butchering his name. Texas Tech Red Raiders on the board. Not a bad box here. Not sure if he got drafted or where he got drafted. Focus, sir. Mr. Penny again. This has been our best box so far. 2 one of ones. Should still have a few autos to go. There's one right there. And Naheem Hines. If one wasn't enough, how about another bowl ticket? This one is 14 of 25. Didn't we already have Hines? I think we did. 14 of 25, Naheem Hines, NC State Wolfpack. That is a different variation, I think. Let me look. Hold on. No, it was Samuel. Excuse me. We have not had a Hines. That's our first Hines. So 2 nice in-state autos. We can hit Mr. Chubb. We'll have run the NC State checklist pretty well. Semi Cobbs again. Next up, how about a vet auto? Gary Beeben. I think he was a Heisman Trophy winner. 64 of 99. UCLA Bruins. There's a vet auto. Heisman Trophy winner. 64 of 99 to the Bruins. Gary Beeben. So good box continues here. Matty Ice. Next up, Stanford Cardinal, Dalton Schultz. We've not hit him yet, but that's our 3rd Cardinal tonight. If my memory is not mistaken. Dalton Schultz, Stanford Cardinal. You don't let me call them the Cardinals. I was watching the break the other night, and the guy kept calling them the Cardinals, and it drove me nuts. It's like, it's not the Cardinals, it's the Cardinal. Next up, Michael Gallup Bowl ticket, numbered 76 of 99, Colorado State. A lot of numbered autos tonight. Let's hope we can keep that up. Still looking for one of the big top 4 or 5 guys. Into that box. Number 6. Yep, box 6. So 2 1-of-1s in that last box. That was nice. Let's find another one. Let's find a 1-of-1 auto that's not a plate. I think the next football will be coming up with Panini Classics. The rookies are in college uniforms, but they'll have NFL vets, so we'll do that on by NFL team. First auto is Travaris McFadden, Florida State. So we'll do those by NFL team, even though the rookies will be in their college uniforms. All the vets will be in their NFL uniforms. We will have to remember where everybody got drafted or where they have been signed. Anybody that is not on a team, if they happen to be in there, will go to the randomizer. That's probably how we'll handle it. Hopefully there won't be anybody in there that's completely unsigned. Usually they limit just the bigger rookies, or drafted rookies, I should say. Next up, Antonio Brown, cracked ice to Central Michigan, number 21/23. A nice vet cracked ice. Antonio Brown, old school colors. I believe they're the Chippewas, if I remember right. Next auto, Roll Tide, Minka Fitzpatrick. First round pick, Alabama. Another guy that doesn't have a great autograph. Very disappointing. Next auto, right on top. How about Troy Fumagalli, Wisconsin? Base auto. All right, big name. Where are you hiding? Usually 2 big names a case at least, so hopefully we've got 2 big boys still to come. I'll save them for the end. Next up, this is a nice one. Anthony Miller with Memphis. A little streaky on the auto there, but it is on card, which is nice. No sticker on that one. There's the base version of our 1-of-1. The other way. Next auto, UCF Traquan Smith. Second night, but our first Traquan. If I can catch that, there's an auto on top behind us there. We'll pull it in just a second. If I'm losing my focus on you guys. Next auto is sitting right here on top, going to Chase Litton, going to the Marshall Thundering Herd. I don't remember who drafted Litton. I think he got drafted though, if I remember right. Last little bit. I don't think we'll have another auto, but let's look. In box 6. Excuse me. In the box 6. Halfway home. Let me get another box from my base. Alright, box 7. Maybe we need to break later. We got more viewers than usual. Maybe we have more night owls than I thought. Alright, still hunting a big dog. Barkley, Baker Mayfield, Rosen, to name a few. Right on top, another Alabama auto, Ronnie Harrison base auto, Alabama. Bama does have a huge checklist. All base autos for Bama so far. Probably semi-cobs, it doesn't want to focus for me. Nothing really huge yet. Oh no. We'll upload to YouTube, but we don't go live on YouTube. We'll do a recap at the end. We have had some nice, okay, we'll do. We've had some nice low-numbered stuff, but none of the big boys yet. I know you had several teams, but forgive me for not remembering all of them. But we'll recap everything here at the end. We're about halfway through. One auto past the halfway point. Sorry for the confusion. We're hopefully, there's an Alvin Kamara 17/49 Tennessee. I'm working on getting a simulcast up so we can broadcast to Ustream, YouTube, maybe Breakers at the same time, but we do not have it up and running yet. We've had 2 1-of-1s tonight, so that was nice. Next up for Virginia, Kurt Benkert, 3/23 cracked ice auto, Virginia Cavaliers. Another guy that we do not hit too often. There he is. Didn't want to focus on him. Benkert cracked ice auto. That's our 3rd, 4th cracked ice auto. And then printing plate auto. And a 25 auto. Yep, 25 auto. So low numbered stuff for sure. Just not the big boys yet. Yeah, we seem to see 2. We did okay in our elite cases. We seem to see 2 big names a case on average in contenders. So Okay, something strange on eBay. All right, I'll check it out as soon as we get done. Get back to you. Hopefully nothing terrible. All right, right on top. There's a nice one. How about Luke Falk bowl ticket 1 of 25? No Chubb autos, but we had two NC State autos. Hines numbered to 25 was one of them. They were both numbered, both of our NC State autos, but not Chubb. Luke Falk 1 of 25. On card, that's a nice one. Not a first round QB, but a nice QB nonetheless. Yeah, the Naheem Hines was an on card auto of 25. That's probably the best NC State auto so far. So we hit your Chubb, we might hit the checklist. I think they might be the only three they have. I'm a Chubb fan. I got a Chubb score auto, but I don't have a Contenders one yet. Next up, wow, how about Joe Bellino Navy 17 of 23 cracked ice? Another Heisman Trophy winner, I believe. So that's our fourth cracked ice and sixth auto numbered under 25 so far. Yeah, Naheem was the of 25 auto. And I can't remember. The other NC State auto was numbered to 99, but it was not Chubb. It was not Naheem. Samuels, that's what it was. Yep, Samuels was our other one. So that's nice going out to Navy numbered 25, or excuse me, 23. Been a good case. If we can hit a couple big names, it'll be a really good case. Yep, so we just need to get you Chubb to hit the auto checklist for the Wolfpack. Get these out of the way. Wrong, not that Chubb, right? Aren't they related? I read they were cousins or something. Ancestry to back to Chubbtown, Georgia. Next up, oh, we got a dupe. This is only our first or second dupe so far tonight. Dalton Schultz, Stanford. Not bad for 7 boxes of Contenders. Only have a couple. A little unusual. My recording crapped out again, so y'all make sure I'm holding right here. Everybody refresh.